My reactor should be producing way more power than it is. But no matter what I do, it keeps running into the same problem. I can't get enough coolant. Even with tons of pumps, it just wasn't enough. So today, I built something massive to fix it. Because if I can push this reactor further, I can finally start producing what I need for the next stage. And this may be the most important build of all, because without it, I can't progress any further. Okay, we're running into some issues. One being that we are running out of power. And you can see I've got a bit of a mess out here. I was trying to turn up our burn rate, so you can see I added a few more inputs. But even this can't supply enough water. I mean, look at this. Air, air, air. None of them have water in them, even though I've got quite a lot of pumps. All fully upgraded, by the way. But that didn't work. Or it's not working. Because my burn rate is at 3. But if I go up to like 5, you can see our water immediately starts dropping. So we don't want that. But you'd think that 3 water inputs from fully upgraded pumps would be enough, but apparently not. So I've come up with a different solution. And that solution comes to us in the form of dynamic tanks. Now, we will need lots of steel, which means lots of iron, but we will be able to make a giant, and I mean giant, container to fill with water. And we can make a second one to fill with lava, just cause. And by doing that, we should be able to have these pumps fill up the container, and then the container feed directly into the reactor. So that is my current solution for our water problem. But I'm going to continue just upgrading the energy upgrades in as many machines as I can. We're also going to clear out a big ol' area back here. Basically this whole area full of trees is going to get cleared, flattened, and make room for our giant dynamic tanks. Additionally, alright, so first thing here, I'm going to have a little sleep, and then in the morning, I'm going to work on some energy upgrades, and then we'll start clearing some land for our giant tanks. So I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, so next up, I am gonna put down some flooring here. We'll use a lot of concrete, maybe some andesite and other sorts of things. And we'll kind of just lay out a, kind of like an industrial area just in our backyard here. And we'll see how that turns out. Okay, our tanks are finished. And that was lots of steel. Lots and lots and lots of steel. But we did it. And look at them. That just looks so cool. And this is going to hold so much liquid for us. Now, I am planning on just connecting the pumps down in here, which should be a whole lot easier than having them over there. So we will want to grab ourselves another quantum entangleporter. Now, to set this up, let's use these cut andesite, I suppose. And we'll want it right along the water line here. And then we're going to run our universal cable along here. And that is going to go straight into the quantum entangleporter. And we should have it exporting energy. And then we will just grab all of our water pumps and connect them all up to here. And then nice and easy, we will just grab one from the edge here and bring it on up. All right, there we have it. So I tried to keep them somewhat tidy, but you know, they're a little spread out. But essentially I pumped them into 3 different inputs so we could try and hit the max flow rate, which you can see how much water is coming in here and how many millibuckets there are. So yeah, once this is full, that's gonna be a lot of water. Now, for our lava container, oh, don't want him up here. There is a way where we can get a essentially like bottomless supply, or like endless supply, infinite, whatever. And we have to do that in the Nether with create. So if we put that down, so connect this, and we'll go ahead and spin it down. Okay, it doesn't say bottomless supply, but that should be okay for now. I guess we can always move it. Pump is going to attach here. There we go. Okay, and then we want that to turn and pump into our entangleporter. Okay, lastly, we'll need some power to keep this thing pumping. So we'll put one of those on there. Then I brought some water wheels, which technically you can't have water in the Nether, but hopefully we can make ourselves a lava-powered one. Okay, and then I think we can just kind of come down and grab ourselves a few buckets, and hopefully this will start to spin. It looks like it's working. So that is perfect. Okay, and that is pumping our lava by chance? Oh, there we go, bottomless supply. Okay, perfect. And yep, our lava is filling up. You can see in the top there. Okay, awesome. Last thing we need to do is speed this up because it is incredibly slow, and we'll also want to put in our anchor upgrade here so it doesn't stop pumping lava once we leave. Okay, so I ran home real quick and grabbed a rotational speed controller. So we're just going to get this added here to speed things up. Then we'll just break that there, put in a cogwheel, and there we go. So one right here, another one right there. Okay, now that should be pumping way faster. Because we actually have this just maxed out, so that's perfect. Oh yeah, that's filling up quick. Okay, and now we never have to look at this again. Now that we have that set up, we'll go ahead and put down our quantum entangleporter right here. And then we'll want to grab some of our mechanical pipes and just go ahead and get those connected. And there we go. Our lava is coming in. Now we might also want to make one more anchor upgrade for this one just in case. And we'll go ahead and stick that in there and boom. We now have infinite lava and infinite water. This is really starting to fill up here. So I'm really excited about that. All that's left is to wait for them to fill up. And there we are. The water one is completely full. The lava is not going quite as fast, but there's still a lot in there, even though it doesn't look like it. On the water here, we can see we have 2 billion millibuckets of water. So yeah, that's gonna do us nicely. And in here, even though there's nothing on the floor yet, we still have 11 million millibuckets of lava inside of this. So I just don't think there's enough for it to... Oh, here come some friends. So yeah, I just don't think there's enough inside of there yet for it to, display anything. But it is working, and it is filling up. We wanted to connect our reactor to our giant tank out there. Easiest way might be to just grab this one and come off the side here and essentially just go out the back. So we'll bring this out this way. And then I want to keep it as neat as I can. So maybe we'll grab this top corner one here. And then we'll see if we can bring this one this way. And just have a nice clean connection here to fluids. And we want you to be pulling from there. And that is going to feed directly into our reactor. And then same thing here, ultimate mechanical pipe. Fluids, eject through the top. Okay, the whole point of us doing this was so that we can crank our reactor up. Because the most we could go, as far as our burn rate goes, was like just under 3, maybe 3. And we really, really, really need to be producing nuclear waste so we can get tons of polonium and plutonium for our next project. And that was really holding us back. And I mean, we are going to need hundreds of this stuff. So I was really hoping we could crank up the burn rate. And now we should be able to. So we have coolant back in here. Let's go ahead and activate this. And we'll check on this. Water. Looks like it's draining water out of this one pretty quick. So we are going to go ahead and try to turn this up. So let's start with 5. Okay, and we are stable. And our water is not dropping. Definitely sucked it all out of there, though. But we seem to be okay still. 5.5 is good still. So I'm wondering if we make more connections to all of our like inputs slash outputs here, all of our valves, if we'll be able to actually keep up. But now we can see that we're draining all of this water. But that should be fine for now, because that's what it's there for us to use. Yes, so our next goals for this world is we want to build the fusion reactor. We have the fission below us here, like nuclear fission, but we want fusion next, which will provide way more power. But we couldn't do that without all of the byproducts from this. And then eventually SPS chamber, which we will also need the byproducts from all of this. That was one of the big reasons we wanted to, build this up and be able to like crank this out a lot faster, because that's really going to help us out in the long term. But for right now, that is where we're going to call things. We made some serious progress today. I mean, just look at the size of these tanks. They are absolutely massive. But I really do appreciate everyone watching once again. I will keep working on the next one here, and I appreciate you tuning in. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe. And if you did enjoy this video and want to see more like it, leave a like on the video. Thanks, everyone. We'll see you later. Bye.